If you guys have ever been in a situation or in a situation recently where you're talking to a woman and things are going well, and all of a sudden she either pulls back or pulls away, this video is for you. And for those of you that want help or guidance or coaching on a specific situation that you've dealt with, the links are in the description box. One-on-one coaching is below. And also, do not forget to subscribe and come follow me on Instagram, the exact same username as here on YouTube. So when it comes to dealing with women today, what you guys are going to come to realize only in modern times, and this is all happening because of the cell phone, because of all these dating apps, Instagram, Snapchat especially, the unlimited and the overwhelming amount of options that's out there. This is why this is happening. When you're talking to a woman, no matter how much you like her, no matter how much she likes you, when you start to conquer that woman, when she starts to like you, when you start to like her, she doesn't want to feel like you can conquer her. And this is only going on today. Things did not used to be this way because women actually used to submit to their man and respect and cherish and love their man. And that's no more. Not in modern times, guys. Not in this modern dating culture. The only ones that are doing that is people that's already together, who's living it up. They've picked each other. They're doing it. And you can get lucky, but for the most part, when you're on the field today, this is what's going to happen. These women are staying single. These women don't want to feel like you can conquer them. So in talking stages, for them to maintain power, they pull back, they pull away. And that's when they can start to feel like you're kind of starting to conquer them. You're getting to like them. They think things are going somewhere. That's exactly when they steer away from it. They don't let it go too far. They don't let it happen. And you're not the only one that this has happened to. This is an everyday occurrence today. And you come to the conclusion, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you just have these thoughts of, like, why is it like this? Like, why does she have to do this? Like, we could just be involved in something nice and she just ruins it every single time. That's because when the going gets going, I'm not going to say when the going gets tough, when the going gets going, when you start to go somewhere, they peel back. They peel back because women don't want to submit today. They like their power. They don't want to give that up. Women today are not looking to give that up. But guess what? If you want to be in a relationship, you have to. And if y'all ladies don't think men give up power when getting in a relationship, you're out of your mind. A woman submitting to a man is a lot better than a man committing to a woman. I'm not going to say submitting to a woman, but being with a woman. And I'll tell you why. Women get like princess treatment. They get treated just fine. All you have to do is commit. What is that noise? You get things, guys. You get things. Women, you get things. You get gifts. You get the giffies. You get the treaties. You get expensive things. You get cars bought for you. You get a place to live in for free. When we commit, we have a whole other human being to take care of. Why are you guys complaining? It doesn't make any sense. They would rather be powerful and have independence today and all this BS rather than get so much given to them. I said it before, bro. When women can commit to a man, the right man, that's a full-time, that's a little side hustle for you already. It sounds crazy to say it like that, but ladies, you're going to get so much from your man, that's a side hustle in itself. Women are turning that down just to feel powerful today, which is insane to me. Y'all's really giving up love. Just because you want to feel powerful, just because you want to feel like a man can't conquer you when you're all that. But I swear to God, bro, that's only younger females. When women start to get older, some of them might be like that a little bit, but it gets less. Women are now wanting to settle down and commit when they get older, because they feel the man provides so much more value now. They feel like it's way more valuable to be with one man instead of be single and deal with whoever they want to deal with, bruh. But let me tell you something. Once women start to get a little bit older, guys start to respond less. Guys start to ignore them. Guys start to not give a fuck about them anymore. That's when reality starts to hit. Oh my God, I ain't what I used to be. That's when slowly over time, they want to slowly start to actually think about commitment. Think about love. Think about family. Think about all this stuff. But before that, it's all about them. It's about their rights, equality, their independence. I can have whatever guy I want. I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. They don't feel like settling down when they're young because they literally can do it. They know they can get commitment from this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and your brother and your father. Like this. They know a man would literally go forward and start commitment just like this. So if things are that easy, do you think they're going to be able to make a decision that quick just like that and just commit the rest of their life whenever there's so many things right there? And it makes them not want to commit to any of it. It makes them want to stay single. It makes them want to feel powerful and hot and all this stuff. And it might be fun and dandy for them at that exact second, but it can get very ugly later on if they get too greedy. And that's usually what happens to these women today. So, like I said, if you guys are dealing with a woman right now or ever have, and you feel like you're getting somewhere, and all of a sudden, it just stops. Out of nowhere, nothing was even said, nothing crazy happened, absolutely nothing. And it just stops. That is because they don't want it to go they don't want it to go this much further, not even this much further, not even that much further. Because things now are starting to become real. They're on the verge of having this attachment with you. They're on the verge of actually submitting to you. I have talked to women like this, Brad. And this is going to severely bite them in the ass. And not even that much more time. It currently probably is right now. But I'm telling you, man, I've dealt with women before, and they had their shot, and they will never get that shot ever again. Women who think they have time, women who think they can just, yeah, I like him, but let me keep living. Let me keep living and just, I like him, but let me keep living. Let me keep living. Annoying things, bye. Y'all's annoying as hell, bye. Keep living. Keep living. Keep living. We'll see what happens later on, baby girl. We'll see what happens. You shall be replaced with a younger, prettier woman who did not take daddy for granted. You wanted to take daddy for granted? You will see what happens to you later on. Yeah, this is what happens, guys. So, these types of women stop out of nowhere. It gets going, it's going great, 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 and it stops. And it stops out of nowhere. Nothing happens. It's just how they felt. All that talk, all that planning, all for nothing. All for nothing. The funny thing is, they made their choice. They decided to stop. They decided to cut that connection off because they needed to feel free again, because they started to not feel free and they valued their independence. For months, they valued the connection with you until it got too real. That's where it burns us. In that exact second, because we've put in months on this female, bruh. We put in months on this woman for it to go somewhere. And they want to burn us so they can keep their Miss Boss Babe independence. It burns us in that exact second because it's a waste of our time. It's like us building a house for months and then it just collapsing and all that work we've done is just for nothing. Listen up, ladies. Y'all ain't that important. Okay? Y'all ain't that important. It's not just about you and, oh my God, I lost my girl. It's not just about you. It's about the time and the effort and the commitment we put in and we get nothing. It's a waste of breath. It's a waste of investment. That's the biggest letdown of all. It's not even y'all. It's the time. That's the letdown. But with their egos, bro, they want to think so bad they're that important that it's just all about them. And oh, look at this guy broken over me. It's not even about y'all. It's about the time. It's about the time that's gone. That's the biggest thing. So, yeah, this can burn us in that exact second. Y'all got burnt. I got burnt. Y'all got burnt. It burns them bad and way worse later on when they are faced with rejection, when they are faced with getting ignored by the men they desire and want. It burns them. Y'all can take your time. Right? Y'all can take your time. I'm just not ready yet. Take your time. Take your time. You got lots of time. I'm telling you right now. You just got lots of time. You just don't. You just don't. Women that don't know how to play their cards correctly will fail. And if they don't completely fail, they will end up in such a lesser position with a lesser man than they could have had. And it's because they have failed. That in itself is completely failing in my books. Y'all could have had a completely different life with such a better man. And y'all really fumbled that. Just because of your little feelings and that you wanted to feel like you could keep your independence. You didn't feel like you could be conquered by a man at that exact second in your life. And you didn't want that to happen at that exact second. And you think you're so liberated and you can take your time and you can do all these things. But you're wrong. That great man, yeah, ladies. That great man that has put in that much work in his life, that great man that you had an opportunity with, who was above you in the first place, he gave you a chance. And you messed that up. Oh yeah, he's far greater than you are. And you will ever be. And he's only going to get greater. You messed that up. You fumbled that. And he ain't never going to give you a shot again. And you can go and, I can get another guy, I can get another man, You ain't going to get another man like that. I will tell you that right now. You're not going to get another man like that. It's going to be lesser. You don't go from something like that to go and get better. It just does not happen. Guys, this is why women did not make their own decisions for such a long time of us being on earth. Men were typically making the decisions. Men were typically the ones that had the say. And now women have lots of say, lots of independence, lots of power. And you see what they're doing with it. They're really messing it up. The amount of women I could have been with already, guys, and could have went all the full distance with them, ridiculous amount. Not one single one of them succeeded. They all failed. They all came up short. I did exactly what I should have done on my end, bro. To a T. Better than good. To perfection. Because that's how I do everything. I do everything with perfection. I did everything I should have done in every step of the way with every female I've ever encountered, with every female I've ever talked to, and guess what? They have all failed flat on their face. There's not one single one of them in a better position today than they would have been in. Not one single one. And mark my words, it will not happen. It won't. So, for those of you guys dealing with a situation where women just walk away, y'all are building something, right? And they just walk away, thinking they're cool, thinking they can, thinking that even might still be there later on. They are fooling themselves. You guys will end up with better, because that's what God is going to do for y'all. You guys are going to end up with better. And you know what, guys? A lot of these women are full-on liars. I can't express to you guys the amount of women I've dated that completely lied about who they were. Like, all of them. All of them. And that's probably why. What the hell is these sounds going on in my house, boy? Am I getting abducted by aliens or something? Is there a female in my house right now with a ray gun? What's going on? Yeah, insane. But we're going to end up with better guys because that is what we deserve. God sees the trials and tribulations we have to go through. And you know what's crazy, man? You guys are going to come across a female and you're going to talk to one and you're going to be talking to her about the females you dealt with. And she's going to be saying, oh my God, women are so crazy and stuff like this. Like, I don't know how they're like this today. And she's going to act so different. And you know what's hilarious? That's going to be the exact same female who also ends up doing you dirty, who ends up being no different than the rest. You guys wait and see it, bro. That's how crazy this shit is. You can't trust none of these 304s out here, bruh. You can't trust none of them. Take it from me. You can't trust none of them, bruh. We get pushed to the brink where we're just standing on the edge of a cliff. And I'm telling you guys now, free fall, baby. Free fall. Free fall. Deal with all the women down there in the ocean. And they're going to start to complain and they're going to start to question why you deal with so many. I'm going to tell you guys why you deal with so many. You guys focus on one female at a time, and they will teach you why you should focus on 10 at a time. That's why. You put all your eggs in one basket, you focus on one of these 304s and think it's going to be different every single time, you will be done dirty. You will end up screwed. I promise you that. I promise you that. You will. You're going to be doing everything right, and this 304 is going to sabotage it all. Because that's what witches do, and there's a lot of witches out here, boy. There's a lot of witches out here, boy. A lot of them are praying their Bible. A lot of them are all this stuff. They're going to try to act like they're so good and stuff. They be the worst ones, boy. They're praying every day for a reason. They have to. Because they have some demons inside, boy. And they some straight up witches. I don't care how much you pray. I don't care. Some of these women are straight liars, bro. Straight demonic. And you don't know it until you know it. But you're going to feel the wrath of what they've done. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel the wrath of what they're going to do to you, boy. So you focus on one female, and guess what that's going to teach you? You should focus on 10. That will not leave you empty-handed, boy. And guess what? Kings are supposed to have multiple people, multiple wives. Yeah. So, y'all could have had it real good, but y'all really fucked up. Y'all really fucked up, boy. I hope y'all's happy. I hope y'all's happy. That's the video for tonight, guys. I now gotta get out of here and get a meal. And watch a bit of this hockey game before I leave once again. So, big hockey game on tonight. But anyways, guys, do not forget to subscribe. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.